Hi, everyone. Bryland Farm. I just 5 minutes ago got a package from UPS. You bad girl. Hi, Bumblebee. Hi, Diane. Hi, Janet. I don't even know how you found to order this because I couldn't find a place to get it. The place that carried it was, it seemed like they were out of them. So can anybody guess what I got from Bryland Farm? It's in a long box. Yes, a big, that was a shocker. I saw that you sent me yesterday that you got it, and I just couldn't believe you didn't get this from Tech and Sports, did you? From the big man? This is the reseller ruler. The Tech and Sports, I don't know if he invented it or if he just carried it. It's the reseller ruler. And it says to go on you have to go on resellerruler.com. I think that's what it says. And find out how to use it. Where to set it at, It's two rulers and you can set it at different places for clothing. So I remember when I was listening to it once, he was telling a guy to set it at 11, which is what it is on right now. And then you just tighten it up there. And you just take a picture. There's no fussing around twice. You just slap this against the item and you have all your measurements there. So, yeah, I've been having a terrible time getting the measurements. So some of mine have the measurements. Some of them have it with a silver, like a silver colored yardstick. Some have with a bright yellow, one of those metal tape things. The trouble is I can't step far back enough from and hold it. My arms don't seem long enough. Now that doesn't make sense because other people do it and my arms aren't short. I mean, they're regular length. So I'm going to watch somebody do it online, one of the resellers, and see how they're taking the picture and holding the ruler against the item. Maybe I'm missing something. Yes. Yes, this is Tech's ruler. Your camera will zoom out for that. My camera will zoom in. I can set it on, instead of square pictures, I can set it on the 4x3, it's more rectangular. That would probably bring it out a little bit. Yeah, I never thought of that. Well, I'm sure it'll make it a lot easier than what I've been doing. For sure. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Before I came in here, I was, the sun was still out a little bit. I was out in the front garden. I was doing a video. I did a video with about the spring garden. So I'll put it on. Hopefully I'll get it edited by tomorrow. It's not very long, but I just I always take a spring, summer and fall video of what I have blooming out there. So everything, of course, I missed the forsythia and the azalea because they're done blooming, but everything else that's coming up is out there. Ah, gaming with Avery. Hi. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. Riri, hi. Kiki's here. Everybody's here. And Judy, too. This thing has set me off today. Got my schedule all messed up. I started out, I have to start early because of the cat. The cat has to eat like 8 in the morning or 8:30, or she'll be eating late at night. Like I can't feed her now till like 8:30 tonight. So yeah, right after I get on here, that's what I'll do then. Because it was really close to almost 9 this morning when she ate. Classy Dahlia and Guitar Guy are here. Hi, hi. Well, Bryland Farm sent me Tech and Sports, his reseller ruler, that they use. So I've been having such a hard time putting my measurements in the pictures. Yeah, it's been taking me forever. And lots of too many pictures. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll make it so much easier. I also found, I've been looking, the sound on the GoPro camera. If anybody has a GoPro, they'll know. I mean, a plain GoPro without any additions yet, okay? Because the sound on the GoPro camera, the audio is terrible. Especially the front audio. It's just bad. You have to turn, when you're editing, you have to turn it way up to even hear yourself. It's not good. So everybody gets an external microphone. Well, the ones that they tell you to get that are the best, they cost almost as much as the camera. So I just found in my drawer, way back in my drawer here, in this little black bag, I found a lavalier external mic. Now, this is, I don't think it'll fit on it. It has a little micro connection, but I'm afraid to shove it into the connection there. I don't know if it's the same size. I don't want to damage my camera. And I don't even know if that's the right place you put it. I don't think it is. So I have to read about this before I go screwing up my camera. But the thing that set me back is I had a 1 o'clock appointment with my bank guy at Chase. So that went for an hour. So I also had a trunk load of hard goods that I was going to take to Goodwill. Yes, Samantha and I just loaded stuff in. I took it all off of my inventory. And I was going to take it to Goodwill and drop it off. But while I was in the bank or coming out of the bank, I realized that little thrift store that's in town, that really nice little thrift store, is right across the street practically. So I thought, well, I'm just going to run over there and see what they have. Because the last time I was in there was in that bag sale. Now it's all their summer and spring things and nothing's on sale. So their things are, all their clothes are $5 and up a piece. $5 for your everyday brands. If they find anything, they even count like the J. Jill and the Chicos are marked up to $6 a piece. And I'm sure if there's a Madewell or anything better than that, it'll be marked up. Sometimes they mark things up as much as 10, to $10. So it's not someplace I can buy a whole lot of things. And I only bought one thing, and it was $5. But the reason I bought it was it's a men's button-down shirt. It's orange check, but it's LL Bean. And it's an extra, extra large tall. And that's why I bought it. The extra, extra large, especially tall. So it's an excellent size. It feels like it's brand new. Sure hasn't been used much. So that's the one thing I got at the thrift store today. But you have to be pretty choosy in there. So while I was in there, somebody else came in, said they had some things in their trunk that they wanted to donate. And I overheard this, and they said, well, bring it around back. We're accepting donations today. Here, Thursday is the day they accept donations. So I thought, why go all the way to Goodwill when I'm right here? So I donated everything. They took everything. It was games and puzzles and glassware, my hard goods that I had. I kept all my books, but I sold all my CDs, not my own, my CDs, and I didn't have that many things. So, yeah, there was a lot of stuff there. My little hatchback was full. So they even came out and took them in for me. I didn't have to lift anything. Because Samantha put it all in the trunk. And she made bags really heavy. Yeah. So, that happened in the middle of what I was doing. I was just getting started doing photographs. I did ironing this morning in my bathroom down here. My ironing board's set up. I can set it up and then fold it back and just store it in there real easy. So there's not very much light in there. That was the only thing. But I ironed a few pieces and then just brought them out, and they're all ready to photograph. So I was doing that, and then I realized all of a sudden, well, I had an alarm set. I set my alarm on my phone for everything. So the alarm went off, and that meant I had like 5 minutes to get ready to go to the bank. So got ready, got the dog, gave him a few biscuits, and I don't put him in the crate anymore. I don't put her in the crate anymore. She does better, I think, out where she can, run around a little bit. So yeah, I went to the bank, did that thing, went to the store, and then gave him all my secondhand stuff, and then just came home. And it was faster. It was sure faster than going all the way to the bigger Goodwill where they're taking things right now. So that saved me a little bit of time anyway. So I came in. By that time, it was almost time to eat and feed the dog. I did get the rest of the things photographed that I wanted to photograph really quick, and they're ready to draft out there. But I hadn't put the things on that I drafted from yesterday. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm listing my items, my 6 items for the day. I think I've been doing 666, not 666. I mean 6666666. I've been doing 6 items, uh, like for the last couple months, and I think that's why my sales sort of stay the same. I think now if I listed 10 items a day, my sales probably would go up a little bit, maybe. Y- Do you think that has something to do with it? The trouble is with listing 10 a day, I'm going to run out of inventory all the sooner. That's why I went down to 6 a day. So I don't know quite what to do. I just cannot. I do not have the strength, nor my back is in horrible shape right now. I don't know. Yesterday was really bad. I don't know what I did to it, but in order to even get to the bank and do the things I had to do, I had to take, 2 Advil, and I also took a Xanax because that sometimes helps. I don't know why it helps, but I noticed that it does help a little. Maybe in with the when you put it in with the Advil. I don't know why, but so that's what I did. At least I got through what I had to do. But I really need to, I should just go and lay flat someplace. But I still have to get today's listings on, and then I will sit out by the TV and do my whatever it's called, drafting. Do my drafts for tomorrow, and they'll be all ready. That's what I've been trying to do. I can't seem to get 2 days in a row up in the drafts. I've been getting one at least, so it's ready to go in the morning. I should put it on early in the morning, and then that's done with. Then I have all day to, photograph and list and stuff. You'd stick with the 6 per day. Yeah. Because it's too mind-boggling for me to get more items. I've been watching Canary Closet because I was been watching her going thrifting, and she's the one that's passing up all the stuff that I usually get that I said the other day. But she doesn't have a death pile either. She doesn't keep those, but she gets a lot more items too because she goes thrifting almost, I forget how many days a week, or whether she goes every day. I don't think it's every day. I think she goes 3 or 4 times a week, and she goes not just to one store. She goes 3 or 4 stores when she's out. Well, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm starting to look at just big sizes because the shirt, I sold one shirt today, and it's a 3X women's shirt that I've had for a while. It's not a brand that I've ever heard of, but the size sold it. Big sizes and Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, have been doing well for Nadine. Yes. Yeah, I've been trying to look at bigger sizes too. Nadine King. I think you're new here, unless you've been just listening and not talking with us. Yeah, I'm glad to see you here. So I knew I was trying to get my things listed before I came on here, but I still have I still have, I only got 3 listed. I still have 3 to go, but they're all drafted. It's quick to get them on. But then I have to cross-list them to Poshmark. Because Poshmark's the same, you do much better if you're putting new items on all the time. I do try to go on, because with my VA, Posher VA, I can have her relist things. And all you do is push a button, push a key, and she searches for, you can tell her any things that are, how far back, 30 days or have been on 60 days or 90 days or whatever. And they go on and they end things and they relist them. So yeah, I do that at least a day or 2 a week. Bumblebee says, list just 3 a day consistently. Yeah, it would save inventory for sure, but I don't know if that will get me hardly any sales. Of course, I'm listening to people that are selling 10, 12, 14 items every time they're on. And I do run a sale all the time. I mean, my sales start Mondays and they end Sundays for different amounts. So they're all, I'm not getting any of those low ball offers because I took that off. I only put it back on to certain things like ties, because I'd like to get rid of a whole lot of ties. A lot of when I went on to do that, I don't think half my ties are even listed because I know I have more ties than I came across when I put the best offer back on. You know what I found? When I've gone into Poshmark, tell me if this happened to anybody else. Things that I'm pretty sure that I've cross-listed because it's written on my tickets that it's on both platforms. I go on to Poshmark to find it if I sold it on eBay. I go on to Poshmark to try to find it and to take it off of there, to delete it. And I can't find it. Now, sometimes you have to put in all kinds of things. Sometimes they have it, say, I don't know, say I listed the men's LL Bean long sleeve shirt. However I listed it. Sometimes if you just look up LL Bean, if you put a period after anything, it won't show up. They're real picky about their titles. So, but sometimes it won't pick up the LL Bean just like you have it. And if I would just put in extra, extra large tall, just plain, not even what it is, all of a sudden there it is. Now, I don't understand why that happens. So there could be a lot of things I'm missing because I know I didn't list it that way. And some things aren't there at all. And, that I was pretty sure. Can they just disappear from, has anybody else had that happen, that they've disappeared off their Poshmark closet? Okay, 3 a day. See if that helps everything. 5 to 6 a day, like you used to do a few years back, was still difficult for you for many reasons, including growing your inventory too much. Yes, it's true. Yeah. Well, now I took all my hard goods away, so now that decreased it for again. But yes, it just grows, It does. If you keep listing and you don't sell anything or sell very few, if you don't sell as many as you list, it's just bound to grow. Uh, my daughter just sent me a bunch of texts. She's over in a really nice place. She does her gig work now in a really nice area. Uh, and she just ran across I don't know if she took the item there or she just saw it. Uh, she knew I would like this type of house. And here it's on the Century Home Registry. It's a big old beautiful yellow farmhouse with attached, everything at the side. It's big. It's real big. It's on the realtor place. It sold for $775,000. And there's lots of pictures. So she told me where to go to see all the pictures of it. So I'm going to love to see that. Yeah. Because when you're on the registry, you really can't change. You can't like modernize the house. Things have to be, when you do things to the house, if you're on the registry, you have to do things like, and still keep the way it used to be. I mean, it can be new, but you can't change the look. Nadine, you've enjoyed listening. Well, thank you. We have fun here. Yeah, join us. Guys, it's hard to average even three listings. That's 100 a month, though. Wow. You don't think of it that way. Wow. Like you said, Bumblebee, good start. I can't seem to even list that much anymore. Love shopping, not so much the listing part. Yeah, that's I think most people are like that. Yeah. But that's why most people build up, piles of inventory that they can go to. I don't do that. I get my stuff and then I list my stuff. Yeah, a day. 3 a day. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. I never had any. You never had anything disappear from Posh? I don't know what's happening unless I just forgot to list, just to forget to. Now, I wouldn't put that past me, just to forget to cross list it and still have it written like it was. That's probably what's happening. Uh, uh, yeah, so Friday, what's going on tomorrow? I hope nothing. I like days when there's nothing going on. I had a haircut appointment next week. I canceled it and had to push back a couple weeks because she cut my hair so short this time that I don't need it cut yet. Plus, I have staples in my head. Of course, they'll be out. I have to get my staples removed Saturday. I'm kind of scared about that because it's sore and it's going to hurt like heck. it's putting things in inventory that gets me. They end up in a pile for months before I put the listed items in the right storage bins. Oh dear. Oh no, I do that immediately. Yeah, you're going to lose some stuff that way. Yeah, as soon as you list it, list your 6 or your 4 or whatever you're listing a day, just go right then and put it in the correct bin. Ah, licensing stuff, maybe with removal. Harley and Columbia are known to remove a ton. Well, it wasn't either one of those brands that I lost. I didn't lose it. I mean, I sold it on eBay, but then I couldn't find it. Okay, hi, Shirley. I'm Lori from the Odd Goblet store. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and enjoy your videos. But thank you. The Odd Goblet. What all do you sell? That sounds really interesting. That's a store I'd go in. eBay has the Viru system. Right. Poshmark also is a stickler sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I know about some of the Viru, but I'm not so sure about what's Viru on Harley or Columbia. Because I sell a lot of Columbia and I was picking up a lot of Harley stuff. But I listened to Tech and Sports. It was a question and answer thing. He was on live and he said, if you have a t-shirt, now I don't sell many t-shirts, but I know he does and did. If you have a t-shirt and it's by just a t-shirt brand and it has Harley stuff all over it, you can get Viru for that because it's not a Harley brand. It's just a plain blank t-shirt and they put Harley stuff on it. So you can't call it a Harley. You can't call the brand Harley. That's what I learned yesterday from Tech and Sports. And other things are like that, I guess. I called my store the Odd Goblet because I thought people would remember it because it's kind of weird. Yes, I think you're right. For sure, I'd remember that. Viru are certain things that you're not allowed to call things on eBay. The big one is, yeah, somebody said Velcro. You're not allowed to list Velcro. You have to call it hook and loop. You can't say the closure is Velcro. It's not. You can't say it's a Velcro closing. You have to say hook and loop. There's a list someplace. I used to know where that was, but I'm sure you can find it if you just Google Viru list on eBay. And it's a pretty long list. And just sort of, you have to just sort of commit it to memory. A lot of the stuff are things that I never find. But some things like that Velcro, Yeah, for sure. Yes, because Velcro is a brand. Have you considered listing fabric? No, I never have. Like pieces of fabric, like a yard of this or 2 yards of that, you mean? Okay, guitars, guys. Viru is a system that eBay set up to make sure that people aren't selling fakes. Yes. They allow companies to go after you if they feel like it may not be real. I've had genuine Harley hats removed. Huh. Well, I had a pair of Jordan red Nikes that I just let sit in there because I know darn well they're fake. They look real to me because I don't know enough about it. But Samantha took them home to her husband, and who knows a lot more than I do about it. And she brought them back and says he thinks they're fake. So I just redonated them. I probably shouldn't have even done that, but I'm not going to sell them for sure. I think there was another pair of sneakers that I had one other time that when I got home, I was sure that I shouldn't have bought them and I just took back. And they're always of course, they're the high price things. Riri, yeah, Riri loves to sew. She would buy fabric. What kind of fabric do you like the best? Yeah, maybe Nadine sells fabric. I like fabric that looks like uh, fabric they'd use in the 1800s. That's the fabric I like. Mm. Yep, Nike Air Jordans are ripped off a lot. I know. eBay has its own sneaker verification. Yes, now if you would try to sell those, they'd go right to the verification thing and they'd come back and say, no, no. But that saves you, I guess. But they charge for that, right? There's a fee. Riri likes all kinds of fabric. You make gifts for family and friends. Flour sack is so pretty. I've been burned on those too. Yeah. I really looked at the jumper guy and it looked pretty good when I bought it. Uh, but because I watched, there's some that are horrible remakes or whatever you call them. But this one looked pretty good to me, but evidently there was something on it, something about it that was off. So I don't mess with those kind of brands at all. I stay with the brands that nobody cares to replicate. You got ripped off on a Fender Stratocaster. Ooh. I hope my son's being careful because he has one of those too. How did you know it was fake? If I tell him that, he'd just have a conniption fit. Mm. Hi, Rhonda. It's okay. We're just talking here. Uh, I have yet to see the last time I was over at my son's house, I forgot completely about asking him to see his collection because he has it all tucked away safe. But then I think he has his favorite that he plays, and he only gets that one out when he plays. And he doesn't play that often, he says, anymore because he likes to play. Of course, they're electric guitars, and he likes to play along with music, and it's loud. And he's not by himself in the house very often to do that. Uh, you were new at it and bought a too good to be true guitar. Yes, and it was. Uh, I hope so. Shelley loves wine. You've been on vacation. Where'd you go? Maybe you told us before you went. Uh, but since I have no memory left, you have to tell me things over and over again. Savannah, Georgia. That's Gone with the Wind territory. We tried to get to Savannah, Georgia once. As we're going down toward Florida, it was raining like crazy. And there's a bridge you go across when you're on the highway, and sort of Savannah is down and to the left. I remember seeing the lights and everything. It was at night and it was pouring rain. And I said, we missed it. We missed it. We're going past it. So we turn around somehow and do it again. And we did the same darn thing. So we gave up, and I never did see Savannah. A girl's trip and a new tattoo. Well, heck. What'd you get a tattoo of? Can you tell us? You're having surgery next week, so I'll probably be in and out next week. Okay. Well, I'll be thinking of you. Say a prayer for you. Uh, yeah. Sea turtles. I love sea turtles. They would make nests on Anna Maria Island, and they'd be all staked off in the sand. When they'd find the nests, they'd stake them all off, and it was forbidden for you to go anywhere near those. And I was hoping sometime we'd see them when they would hatch and run to the Gulf, but we never did. But that's when they get taken by the birds, and I would have been I'm afraid I'd been out there trying to shoo all the birds away. Yes, I'll be thinking of you with your surgery. Yeah, that's a great tattoo to get. Yeah, they're so protected down there, but in nature, it's nature. The birds get them. I forget what the percentage is. They get taken before they get to the water. Janet says, I love Anna Maria Island. My family members have numerous places there. We had our place on Aranda. Aranda. It was near the point. It was right across the road that runs along the beaches. It was right across the road. So, of course, we didn't own the $1 million properties on the beach, but we were across the street. Your bestie turned 50, so we went to TB Island and saw the turtles. Yes. Yeah, I bet Janet, I bet they know where Aranda is. The little street. I have a beautiful video I did of the island, but I embedded music into it that is copyrighted. So the video was just for us, so it didn't matter, but I can't put it on unless there was be some way to take it off. It was a video done with my old video camera, but it's pretty good. I watched it like, I don't know, about 6 months ago. Made me all teary-eyed. Wanted to say a quick hi to everybody, sending good vibes. Thank you. Good night, Shelley. Yeah, I have to go feed my cat and give her second insulin here in a minute. Say what you want. There's nothing wrong with your memory. Are you kidding? My memory is shot. In fact, I have to look up. I did that video out front today of the garden. I couldn't think of at least 2 of the plants that I know what they are. I couldn't even think of the names. Now, before I put that on, I have to find the names of what I'm showing you so I can put it underneath on the video, because it's just crazy. It's when you lose words. Maybe it'll come back to me later tonight, but so far I haven't thought of it. Every once in a while, I'll remember something. Something will spark my memory, and I'll remember something as clear as a bell, like something's happened in the past. But my sister is sure that I had a concussion back when I got hit with the golf ball and lost my eye. And that's when I stopped remembering anything about my kid's childhood. So possibly that's true. But I don't think it should affect me now about stuff that's happened, recently. Well, when I got hit with the big tree branch here, it did ring my bell a little bit. And gave me a headache for a couple of days. Maybe I had a slight concussion, but I really don't think so. So I'm going to close because of the cat. Possibly I should feed her at 9 in the morning, and I won't have to feed her till 9 at night. But geez, that seems so late. It has to be 12 hours apart or thereabouts. I wonder if the tree affected my back. I don't know. I don't know. It came straight down. I wasn't doing anything funny with my back. But because it hurts over my hip, my left hip a lot. I need to really go to the chiropractor. Uh, so I will close for now, and I'll see you tomorrow evening if anybody wants to come. Yeah, and we'll see how my ruler's working. I'm really anxious to try this. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Night, Kiki. I will see you all then. Thanks so much for joining. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Night, night.